Hey guys, Willie James here from Dream House Music, and in today's video we're going to go over the A major scale for beginners. We're going to do hands separate, right and left hand, 2 octaves, hands together, and then I'm going to talk about the formula for building a major scale. Before we get right into it, remember to like, share, and subscribe if you want to learn more about gospel piano as a beginner. Check some resources that you'll find helpful in your journey by clicking the link below in the description. All right, so here we go. A major, I'm going to play it through first, and then I'm going to explain it, okay? So here we go. A major. Okay, very simple, very straightforward. Let's break that down. So when we play our scales, we gotta first know and number our fingers. So thumb is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And simply you place your hand flat on the keyboard like so, and put your fingers on the first 5 notes as you can see in the diagram, right? Thumb on A, 2 on B, finger 3 on C sharp, D, E, like so. So this is your starting position. And you just follow the fingering. So A is 1, so thumb, right? Press nice and solid, then 2 on B, then 3 on C sharp, okay? Then to go from C sharp to D, you have to do a crossover because it's finger 3 to 1. So you just slide your thumb under like so, and slightly pivot on your middle finger, and land on D, and then reset your hands going up the keyboard, as you see my hands. And then just go up, 2 on E, 3 on F sharp, 4 on G sharp, and then finger 5 on A. Going back down, it's the same fingers. 5, 4, finger 3 on F sharp, 2 on E, thumb on D, and when we get to D, remember we gotta cross back over. So we pivot our thumb slightly, put finger 3, our middle finger on C sharp, and go down. 2 on B, and then 1 on A. Okay? Let's do A major scale, left hand. Here we go. I'm going to play it through and then break it down. Okay, so again, as with our right hand, with our left hand, we number from thumb is finger 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pinky is 5. So as you can see on the diagram, finger 5 goes over A. Okay, and so you just start your hands in position with the first 5 notes. 5 on A, 4 on B, 3 on C sharp, 2 on D, and thumb on E. So this is your starting position, and you just go up. So 5 on A, 4 on B, finger 3 on C sharp, finger 2 on D, and then finger 1 on E. So you just went straight up to E, and then you got to cross over and pivot, middle finger to F sharp, okay, recenter your hand, finger 2 on G sharp, and then 1 on A, and you just go back down. When you get to F sharp, twist under thumb, recenter, and then go all the way down. 2 on D, 3 on C sharp, 4 on B, and 5 on A. Okay, I'm going to do 2 octaves with my right hand. I'm assuming you're a little better or a little more advanced. So I'm just going to play through 2 octaves. You're using the same fingers and you're just extending. So octaves, if you're a complete beginner, an octave describes the space between 2 notes. So if we start on A, an octave above A is an A that's 8 steps higher. So if you count up the scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, those 8 steps is what we call an octave. It's the same note but a higher pitch, as you could hear. So 2 octaves would just be to the next A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the space of 2 octaves. So I'm going to do right hand. Okay, same fingers as before. The only difference is instead of ending on 5 when we did the 1 octave, you got to pivot to your thumb to start over to be able to go to the next octave. Because if you played finger 5, you wouldn't be able to, it would be harder to pivot on the B, and you it's just not the right fingering, all right, to do 2 octaves. So when you reach that G sharp up here, to start over, you twist to your thumb instead of your pinky, and then you go all the way up. And then when you come back down 2 octaves, pivot to finger 4 on G sharp, and then go down. Okay, let's do left hand 2 octaves. So it's the same principle here. Okay, that was 2 octaves. If we go up to G sharp, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we put our thumb on A, just as with doing 1 octave, but then to go to the next octave, you gotta twist finger 4 to B and then go all the way up. Now I'm just doing 2 octaves, but if you wanna accelerate your learning, do the full keyboard. So go from A all the way up with your scales. I'm just doing 2 octaves for the time's sake in this video. But I just wanted to show you how to go more than 1 octave. Okay, let's do hands together 1 octave. Okay, and again, I stress learn and master 1 octave before, hands separately before doing hands together. You don't want to jump the gun and try to do hands together. You'll just be frustrated. Try to know hands separately, each hand separately, independently, with your eyes closed before doing hands together. Okay, this is important for coordination. So here we go. Hands together 1 octave. Okay, so it's the same fingers as hands separately, right? But the thing is, the pivot positions are different. So by the time we get to C sharp or D in the right hand, it has to pivot. And then in my left hand, my thumb has to pivot to my middle finger. That's why it's good to know hands separately, right? Before you do hands together. Okay, let's talk about something else very important, and that's the formula for building a major scale from any note. In this case, we're doing the A major scale, so we'll talk about the formula for building the A major scale, but you could do this on any note on the keyboard, okay? So the formula is this. It's WWH, WWWH, okay? And you're wondering what that is. Well, the W stands for a whole step, and H stands for half step, okay? So we got to start with a half step. Half step is the distance between one note on the keyboard to the very next note, whether it's a black or white key. So a half step from A up would be B flat or A sharp. Okay, half step down would be A flat. Okay, but in this case, we're dealing with the A major scale, so we're going upwards. So a half step would be A sharp. Okay, a whole step is 2 half steps. Okay, so from A to B is what we call the space is a whole step. So once you play A, half step is a whole step. Okay, so 2 half steps is 1 whole step. All right, so hence the formula WWH, WWWH. Okay, so you play the root basically. All right, this is if you didn't have any sheet music or you didn't have it written down, you could build it mentally. Okay, so you go up a whole step, which is the first W, then another whole step because B to C sharp is a whole step, then C sharp to D is a half step because it's to the very next note, then D to E is a whole step, right? E to F sharp is a whole step, 1, 2, and then F sharp to G sharp is a whole step, and G sharp to A is a whole step. Okay, so you could use that formula to build any major scale, and that scale we just did was the A major scale. So you start from any note, whether it's G, F, E, D, doesn't matter. That formula builds you a major scale. WWH, WWH. All right, drop a comment below. Let me know if this video was helpful, if it was easy to understand, and if you have any questions. Take care. Want to learn how to play even more gospel chords without theory overwhelm? Simply download the Top 7 Beginner Gospel Chords PDF by clicking the link in the description. You'll learn about the top 7 must-know gospel chords and how to use them in gospel songs you already know. Again, to get access, hit that link below, and I'll see you on the inside.